You don't speak Spanish or no hablas inglés? No problem. We have included subtitles for English, Spanish, Portuguese, and French.
A lot of things that we see with our own eyes and hear with our own ears is not reality. I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute. I saw with my own eyes. I heard with my own ears. My reality is happy couple, but that was not reality.
How would you say humanity has changed since the upcoming of WhatsApp or Facebook or social media?
Hopefully that will be the highlight of their trip. Those 3 or 5 days that they spend with me, I want them to be memorable. A lot of things that we see with our own eyes and hear with our own ears is not reality. And I'll give you a great example of that. I'm at this party and there's 2 friends of mine in the corner. It's a couple and they're talking to each other. And I look at them and I'm thinking, oh, they look so nice together. I've been friends with them for many years and they look so happy. And so I walk over and I say hi to them and we talk for a couple of minutes and then I go back to where I was. And I think to myself, happy couple. And my friend was sitting next to me and he was on his phone. And I'm like, dude, we're at a party. Get off your phone. Let's walk around. Let's socialize. Let's meet people. And he's like, oh, no. I'm just chatting with friends. I'm having a good time. I'm like, that is so lame. Come on. So the next day, the girl from the couple that I was talking to, she texted me and said, Rob, you're the first that we're telling this information to. We're getting a divorce.
Wow.
And I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute. I saw with my own eyes. I heard with my own ears. My reality is happy couple, but that was not reality. Reality was a marriage on the rocks. So what I see and what I hear is not always reality. We live in a chat world. We rarely call each other on the phone anymore. We chat with each other. It's different, but it's not horrible. It's just different. But this whole thing about learning that reality, my reality, may not be reality, that's huge for me. Because the very essence of who we are is based on what we believe, and we believe based on what we've heard and what we've been told and what we've seen with our own eyes. But it might not be reality. It's only what they wanted us to see, not what was real. And there's a huge difference.
How would you say humanity has changed since the upcoming of WhatsApp or Facebook or social media? Like, how did social interactions change? How was it going to a bar in maybe the 80s compared to now, or the 90s?
Well, it was much more organic by default. You had to come together and you actually knew your friends' phone numbers because you had to dial them. Now we don't know anyone's phone number. We enter it into our phone one time or they enter it into our phone and that's it. We just hit their name. So there's no need to memorize anything. But what was planned to bring us together and make us more social, I believe, has really made us less social. We are shocked when someone calls us. We're like, why are you calling us? Like, why didn't you just text me? If someone calls me, I feel like there must be an emergency.
Yes.
But that's never the way I think it was ever intended. But we have become less social and more of a chat world. And I feel like we're really disconnected. And I know that I will go back to large parties, lots of people. And the reason I love that so much is because when you are the host of an event, a barbecue, a house party, a kayaking, snorkeling trip, you're able to create this experience that people will remember. And some people are really good at it, and others maybe not so good. But I feel like there's maybe a lot of things in life that I don't do very well. But that is one thing that I feel like I might be pretty good at, creating experiences for travelers specifically. Because I know they have limited time and limited money. And I want to be able to create an experience that when they go home, hopefully that will be the highlight of their trip. Those 3 or 5 days that they spend with me, I want them to be memorable. So I don't mind going back to the same places with this person and then this person and then this person, because each time, even though I've been there before, it's new for them and it's something that they will never forget, which makes it special to me.
All right. Tell us some life adventures that you've had on all your travels. Like, you've traveled around how many countries, more or less?
Not as many as others, probably in the 80s, something.
That's a lot.
Okay, so a moment that was interesting, I learned a lot from this moment. I was in Santiago, Chile, and I was going to San Pedro de Atacama because I wanted to go to the Atacama Desert.
Yes.
And from Santiago to San Pedro, it's a 23-hour bus ride.
Right.
Well, but so I got to a little city called Calama, and Calama is the transfer point where you take a smaller bus into San Pedro de Atacama. And so I had to wait like 2 hours, and it was at lunchtime. So I went into a restaurant that was really close to the bus station, and I put my bags down, but there was no one in the restaurant because it had just opened. It was 11 o'clock in the afternoon, or in the morning. And I'm looking on the board at the menu, and someone comes up on this side of me and starts engaging me in conversation. And I'm trying to read the board and talk to this person, and I realize that in my peripheral vision, someone is near my bags. I had a big backpack and a small backpack.
Yes.
And I looked over and I saw my big backpack, and I felt like, okay, this person didn't run. They were kind of like this, and they were very slowly walking out of the restaurant. And sometimes when I'm on my phone, because it was like they were on their phone. And sometimes when I'm on my phone, if I'm deep in thought, I'm not paying attention to where I'm walking, or I'm not really paying attention. And because this person didn't run, there was no cause for me to be alarmed. And as I sat down, the other person that had got my attention and was trying to talk to me said, "I thought you had 2 backpacks." And I looked and realized that my smaller one was gone. And of course, in the smaller one was my laptop, my hard drive, my cameras, my passport.
Oh, shit.
Everything. And the person that had diverted me was like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I'll go get him. Stay here." And for half a second, I believed him. And once he was out of the restaurant, I realized that they were a team. That I would never get my backpack back.
I saw, I see.
So I went through that stage of, I was depressed, I was sad, I was angry. But what they didn't get was my wallet, which was in my pocket. And so I went back to the bus station, and I had to buy a ticket back to Santiago so I could go to the embassy to get a new passport. And I'm like, okay, I have my wallet. I'm going to go back to Santiago. I'm going to buy a new laptop. I'm going to buy a new hard drive. It was just inconvenient.
Yeah.
For some people, it would have been a showstopper. They would have had to have stopped traveling.
Yes.
For me, it was inconvenient. And I'm sitting on the bus coming back, and as we were pulling out of the city, Calama, we passed this park, and there were homeless people sleeping on the benches. And all of my self-pity and sadness, I'm just like, whoa, this guy has nothing. He's sleeping in this park on this bench that doesn't look very comfortable. I've been inconvenienced, yeah. But that's it, inconvenience. Tomorrow, I'm going to have a new laptop. That doesn't suck. So I guess it's just all in how you see things. Like, something that could have been dramatic and devastating was for like 5 minutes. And then I realized that, okay, you can be sad for the next 2 weeks, or just say, hey, it happened.
Yes.
Don't do it again. Don't leave your backpack. Take your backpack to the shower with you. Like, don't leave it.
I think that's a very good life lesson.
I learned a lot.
Do you have a special quote that you like? That's your favorite quote?
I do. I have several, but I think the one that I like the most, well, there's probably 2.
All right.
One of them we talked about earlier. give as much as you can, take what you need.
Uh-huh.
I love that quote. I'm gonna have it tattooed somewhere in my body because I live by it. I love it so much. Give, 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 give.
Sometimes I feel more happy if I give a present to someone else, like on Christmas, for example. I really
Exactly.
love that.
Exactly. Particularly if you know the person and you know it's something that they really wanted.
Yes,
And
yes.
you know,
Oh, that's awesome.
You know when they open it
Yes,
how excited they're going to be.
exactly.
And that makes you feel even more excited. It's win-win.
Yes,
There are
yes.
so many ways to have win-win situations in life.
Yeah, what I want to raise the awareness with this video, with those videos, is that everyone has sometimes the need to like have a shoulder to cry on, and like everyone sometimes has the need to get help from other people. And like when you see someone in your surroundings and you see, okay, that person is in a bad mood, maybe needs some help at the moment, afterwards they might be happy to grab another drink with you. But in those moments, maybe you can help them.
Normally, I make everyone wear names. So as I meet people throughout the night, it feels like everyone knows everyone and you're the only one that doesn't know anyone. I told you earlier that I owned a nightclub and they have a disposable nightclub with big chandeliers hanging down from the ceiling in black and red. Your tips are based on whether they come back next week or not.
Thank you so much for watching this video and for your support. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much.